I also felt like just talking about like what the purpose of my social media is and like what I actually do for a living because I am like a shamanic warrior and I can't seem to find a way to get paid for doing that. I'm working on it. We're getting close, but it's like necessary for the world for me to just be in my bag praying and shit and doing like secret clandestine cultish activities in my own little corner in my own little chair, and sometimes that shit is visible, but a lot of the time I'm just doing shit. And I was kind of going on a bit of a tirade earlier on my Threads account because it's like, bruh, if like Mother Teresa were alive today, y'all would have her dropping her ass, doing TikTok dances, being on podcasts. And I see nuns on podcasts. I feel like they shouldn't have to do that shit. Just give them money, you know? Or like even worse, bro. Like, because I know Mother Teresa wasn't thick, so y'all would be body shaming her like Ariana Grande. And it's like, I'm a spiritual leader. Whether or not y'all weirdos affectionately or derogatorily on the internet agree with me, and this is the shit I do. Okay? And it's very weird. I don't feel like I'm in a position where I should like have to fucking um go through all this to like find a path of income, but the world has never been in a greater state of hell, right? The idea of like, oh, someone's doing crowdfunding, but they're like, what do they do with their money? Bitch, what did I do for your soul, motherfucker? Because I can undo it. Like the restraint I have is crazy. To the point where people try to like prove something in the spiritual realms and they find out. Do you know how many people every fucking day someone leaves a fucking hex outside of my door? And I'm like, why are y'all doing this? I'm unaffected. I'm unaffected. As a matter of fact, you done cursed yourself now. Stupids. And it's like so like statistically provable the impact that I make on my immediate environment, the world. I'm a big time influencer, right? Do my numbers reflect it? Not yet. Do I give a fuck? No, because it's like in my heart and soul, I'm doing what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing, and the world kind of finds a way to bend to my will so that I can continue to do it. So it's kind of like a weird energy. I'm very sick of people wondering like when I'm going to engage in other ventures, and it's like I'm doing the venture, I'm engaging in it, I'm doing it perfectly. And then there's always this kind of understanding of like me kind of getting back in my back, because that was what I was meditating on today. Like these blockages that are stopping me from doing the work, and like I kind of cleared some shit out of whatever the fuck that dynamic was, bro. And now I'm like able to kind of focus on what I'm meant to do in my realm, in my spaces. And there's this like enormity and weight of what I'm meant to do in the spiritual realm that was being blocked by all of this physical bullshit. Now I've kind of like, you know, as above, so below that shit, so I can like really be in my bag spiritually. And I know it's gonna start to pour down into the physical realm. And it's a matter of like, will I get credit for it? Probably not in my lifetime. It would be nice. I'm starting to feel more and more that I will get some kind of like kudos for the shit that I do. But it's like I don't have the ability to like fucking demonstrate it to the average Joe. And I don't really care to like get everybody on board. Um, but it is unfortunate that like the significance of my spiritual work is not something that will be that will receive gratuity naturally in this capitalistic system that we live in, because capitalism is inherently designed to make sure that the type of work that I do does not get done. And so it's not like I'm taking a vow of poverty or anything, but there was also this element of me being investigated for some shit. And it was for the greatest good that, like, I didn't have any secret money anywhere, that I was living a broke ass lifestyle. So y'all understand that people are doing weird shit with my money elsewhere. Like, I'm not touching it. Where is my money? That's the second thing, you know. And there's this other element too of like how many people get like spiritual psychosis about the things that I'm talking about, and it kind of like diminishes the I think it's meant to diminish the credibility I have when I talk about my experiences, because I don't think the degree of people who thinks they're targeted individuals cannot be as high as what's being demonstrated online. I'm sure to some degree, yes, but the Matrix tends to kind of squash most of those individuals. And then the rest, I think there's this kind of psyop to make everyone else feel like that's their experience. So that when people actually have that lived experience of like having someone who, you know, is like so demonstrably a honeypot, like former SW, paid by the government, research my information to put spells on me vocally and try to gather information about my associates. I've seen these motherfuckers go into meetings with the shelter executives. Like, I'm not fucking stupid, bro. It's just this matter of like, I'm not about to just sit here and seem like a crazy homeless person yapping about this shit, when in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't fucking matter. I've gotten to a point spiritually where now it doesn't fucking matter if I talk about this shit or not, because I'm just kind of like on a roll. And I really can't be stopped in terms of like the work I'm doing, which is to kind of just balance out the world, bro. This shit is weird. Everybody knows it's fucking weird. And like unfair and bullshit, and I'm trying to just go into my meditative states and do that. Was I very much distracted by a bunch of sexy motherfuckers fucking tweaking my pearl like the fucking priceless gem it was? Absolutely. But now that I'm able to like lock back in and focus, I'm opening up the astral library again, because that was another thing. There was like so many threats on my person that could possibly threaten like astral realities that needed to be preserved, that now I can kind of like redirect my energy back into those realities and making sure that I'm able to do the work that was one assigned to me, and work that I know that only I and a few other individuals can do. So I do want to apologize for any spiritual entities and energies who were not able to utilize the resources that I know that I provide because they were being abused. I'm going to shift them back online. It might be an on and off thing just to kind of stress test all the little barriers of my energetic systems. But we're going to be cleared for information downloads, relays, and energy adjustments. I don't know. Time isn't real. You'll figure it out if it's for you. You'll figure it out if it's for you. If you made it to this point, it's for you, and you're gonna figure it out. There's a lot of animal messengers who might like animal spirit guides messengers who might like kind of put you onto that, and you have to have a certain spiritual rank to actually enter the library, but we have like a book delivery service for people who are interested in getting certain downloads, and just kind of like building up their astral knowledge. And that's gonna be the book delivery program. Is still up and running. It never stopped, but it's just gonna be like open now, as opposed for the students at the library. So whatever the fuck that means, right? Right? Like,